Well, the corporate bungling by State Farm Insurance Agency as they push for transgender books to get into the hands of school children as young as 5 years old. And then they partially walked it back thanks to the outcry from viewers of this program and other places, is a story that we've been tracking this week here on Washington Watch. Now, the question is, are other corporations learning a lesson from State Farm? Well, within hours of State Farm dropping its affiliation with this transgender rights lobby, Gender Cool, 9 other companies, as well as the Department of Agriculture, were removed from the group's website. Now, as we saw earlier this year with Disney, corporations suffer, and as they should, quite frankly, when they forget their mission and who their main customers are. Joining me now to give us an update on this is Will Hild. He's the Executive Director of Consumers Research, who first exposed the State Farm story. Will, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Will, what can you tell us as an update on what's happening?
Certainly. Well, as you noted, there were a number of other corporations that were or are sponsors of the Gender Cool project. And within hours of State Farm coming out saying they were backing down and getting away from it, a number of them have moved away as well. Companies like General Mills, NBC Universal. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to report the USDA was also a sponsor of this organization, and we're looking into that, figuring out what would have happened there that taxpayer funds would have gone to an organization like that.
All right. So as we talked about last time, State Farm kind of partially walking back this effort. They're saying, we're not going to give money to Gender Cool any longer. But in the one statement that I have seen, and then this is what I'm asking if there's an updated statement, they said they were going to find other ways and other organizations to support. So they still haven't ruled out partnering with organizations that want to groom children for this perverse sexual activity.
Well, and what's really distressing is in their initial statement backing down internally, all they said was that they would no longer be pushing for these materials to be in schools. They would still try to have them, interact with children in other ways. They weren't saying that these conversations should be had with 5-year-olds or that they shouldn't, Gender Cool shouldn't be pushing these books. They just thought that schools weren't the right place, which is very distressing. It suggests that they haven't learned their lesson. And the other thing that suggests that they haven't learned their lesson is they aren't doing anything. They have not lifted a finger to stop the ongoing damage that their actions could be causing right now. As I noted in my previous appearance on your show, State Farm has not said that they are going to try to locate all the books that were donated and get them out of the hands of children. Notably, they were donating these to community centers, to libraries, and of course, most atrociously, to schools. And they haven't even come clean on how many books they donated. They in one of their statements, they highlighted that only $40,000 went to this project. Well, at the cost of the Gender Cool project's books, that's thousands of books that could have been donated to schools. So the idea that $40,000 is some small sum of money, it's not a small sum of money if they've exposed your child to this transgender and training propaganda.
Now, Will, I know personally that there are many State Farm agents who are upset about this because I've heard from them. In fact, they were shocked by this, and they're supportive of people speaking out on this. But they feel like many of them feel like their hands are tied because this was a decision that came from corporate. Do you think the State Farm corporate offices are just hoping this thing will blow over and then they'll just pick back up where they left off?
I think that's exactly what's happening. I think they think that the American consumer is stupid, that they will have a short attention span and a short memory and forget that State Farm